final tutorial video of Q2's rocket. Ründchen. Now, reviews. So, pretty much aim duels, right? Take them or don't take them. If you have to take them, if you don't, you're trying to get to their flag while pretty much avoiding everybody on this side. And you also want to kill anybody who's kind of in your way. But if it means that you could just evade them, you can evade them. You only take these duels if you absolutely have to, or if it's advantageous to take them. Right now, I'm going to weave, trying to avoid people. People can see where I'm going, so it's already pretty bad. But I do have teammates that I can rely on. I got shot from. Yeah, this is an unfortunate scenario, but a very common one. Okay, so thankfully I was able to take two non-aim duels, and by the time the second person realized where he was getting shot from, I was able to shoot him. So that is the type of confrontations that you do take. Those aren't really a confrontation per se, it's just one-way killing. Lord. So that is the type of situation where you kind of don't want to be. It's called, yeah, it's not really a confrontation per se. Right now, it's in 3v1. Now we're in 1v2. So I kind of baited my teammate here to get this 1v1. I hit him, but there's nobody to capture our flag. Unfortunate. So, a lot of the times, there really isn't much else to talk about other than choose your battles wisely. But it is also something that maybe in this game mode it's not very clear, so I'll go back to a bot match again. Now, Insta CTF, maybe let's go to Garden. So, right, so there's 3 people versus 3. So say, for example, all 3 of us are in base. Then, that means that we have enough people to defend the flag. Now, for example, if you have 2 people here, now there's pretty much nobody except maybe one guy in the back. So that's why we can move forward without really any resistance. So right now there's 3 people defending. Now there's 2. Effectively 2 until like 3 seconds. Now effectively 1 for 1 second. Effectively 2 for 3 seconds. There's a guy behind me, isn't he? Yep. And so that was the timing in which I was able to get the flag without any resistance. And this is what I mean by timing and knowing where to be in every position. If you have nobody defending your base, like right now there's 2 people here, that means my teammate can be over there in the meantime where these guys are trying to kill us here. There's only 1 person in their base, and that's the perfect timing for my 3rd teammate to go and capture the flag, or take the flag, and then start running back. If, say, we kill 2 people here, that means there's nobody for around 4 or 5 seconds. That's prime time for him to run away. This is all an exploitation of the timing. I don't know really what the correct term would be, but it's timing, exploiting timing. So there's also this high ground and positioning, right? So now we have 1 player, 2 people holding the high ground. That means we can go both ways with minimal risk of getting shot back at. This is a prime example of avoiding a confrontation and just having a one-way argument the entire time. For example, he was not looking and neither was he. So even if he captures the flag, provided that I can aim, there's minimal confrontation, and you can choose your battles. You won't be forced into a battle, like stated previously. Okay. In this map, there's always the bottom path that goes top, where you guys boost. There's usually the regular paths, right? There's the two on the left and right, right? And there's always a scenario of like where do people come from at what time. So left 2 seconds, right 4 seconds, if you say that. Or maybe you could say one left, one farther right, or one left and one in the back. There's many ways to call it out. The communication helps with letting the teammates know, letting the entire team know where people are and where people should be in the next few seconds. The margin of error for is not very high. You really have to know where people are at the seconds timing. At the seconds timing, I guess subdivisions. Now, although there is a path, oh Lord, there's also the boosting. So jump boosts enable you to do so many new positions. So this one is a jump boost position. Now I'm in a weird position where people will expect less, which means that I could have like a non-confrontation. So again, aim duel you do not want to take, right? So one way to avoid that, well, being able to get a lot of people, is to stand in unconventional spots, typically reached by jump boost, which is the spacebar and left click in rapid succession. So I failed that one. So now they know I'm here, which means now if they do know I'm here, well, that's not necessarily a disadvantage, because now they have to focus on an off angle. He didn't even see me. Can I? Okay, run to safety. Yes, so this means that if they do know I'm here, it doesn't really matter, because now there's two angles that the opponent team have to look at. From this angle to my position, and then of course the regular positions of the flag bearer. Having these positioning means that the attention is divided amongst locations. Now if you can successfully get to divide attention, that's enough for you to put your team on the edge and to have a little bit more advantage than the opposite team, enough for you to be able to capture the flag before they capture yours. So, I guess that's the end. So I hope you weren't too overwhelmed with the the information load. Um, but that is pretty much the basics of Zarabraten, and I think I've covered all bases. So I'll see you on the server later, and happy. See you next time.